I'm Erik Pedersen. I farm here near Underwood, Iowa with my dad. For Kinsey equipment, we have two 1050 grain carts and one 850 grain cart that we've had for quite some time. And then we also have a Kinsey mock till for tillage. The mock till works good in our terrain around here. Well, we're pretty rolling hills. We got a lot of terraces, some steep farms, some bottom ground. It's variable ground, but a lot of hills in general. The mock till is really nice for us because we farm a lot of corn on corn and 20-inch row corn. Therefore, there's a lot of residue every year. And with continuous corn, for us, it's worked best to get that tilled in the fall, and it just really tears into the residue and gets it sized up well so that that's broken down come springtime, and we don't get any nitrogen tied up. Any tillage that doesn't get done in the fall on our corn on corn ground, we will finish up with the mock till in the springtime. But it helps being able to go fast through the field because you can really get a lot done and cover a lot of acres. I think we covered about 4,000 acres of tilling corn stalks last fall. Well, I think the efficiency of the mock till has been great because, for one, you save time not having to grease every 8 hours all these different bearings. On our mock till, there's just one greaser, so you just get out there and get that done, and then you don't have to worry about getting underneath the gangs and going all around to getting messy right before you start the day. I mean, it saves a lot of time and a lot of tubes of grease, but also the maintenance has been very low compared to our previous tillage machine, and so that's been really nice too. I mean, we're not popping bearings out, blowing bearings out every so often if you forget to grease one. And it's also efficient speed-wise. We go at least about 10 miles an hour through the field on average, maybe a little more, and that seems to work pretty nice for us. I'd recommend the Kinsey mock till to other farmers compared to some of the things we've used in the past. I mean, efficiency, you can go fast with it. Durability, we ran over 4,000 acres last year and didn't have much for maintenance issues compared to the previous one we owned. And so it's been pretty reliable, and it's also pretty versatile. I mean, you can disc under heavy residue, or you can prepare a seed bed and it leaves the ground pretty flat. So we run through a lot of heavy trash, 20-inch row corn, continuous corn, a lot of residue, so we need something that can break through that. And it does a very good job breaking through that residue. We run the mock till one pass typically. I mean, we'll run it once in the fall, and it usually slices the residue enough and lays it flat that we don't really have to hit it again in the springtime. And that's nice, not having to make another pass. Cleaned it all off and checked a few things just to make sure any welds or anything weren't broken, and that was about it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to really do on it. I mean, checking blades and stuff, but it was pretty low maintenance. I mean, we ran it over 4,000 acres this year, and it's our first year having it, so I'm sure as the years go on, there'll be more things we gotta check, but year one, it was pretty simple. We've been Kinsey customers for quite a while, ever since I remember being a little kid. We've had the grain carts that have been real reliable, and then we've had different pieces of Kinsey machinery over the years and have really liked the quality. I think of high quality and less maintenance. We deal with Sorensen's out of Harlan, and there's always good service there, and you know, if you have an issue, you can call them on anything and you can get it taken care of. It's nice to have farmers working to put products out because they know firsthand the different issues that you experience out in the field and what works and what doesn't. And I think that really improves the quality of product and makes it easier on the farmer.